Faber Piano Adventures, Level 3A, pages 52 and 53. The song is called Wedding March. In this piece, we're learning a new dynamic sign on the top of page 52. The sign is FF, and it stands for fortissimo, which means to play very loud. In this piece, we're actually reviewing almost everything we've learned up to this point. Everything from triplets to accent marks to tenuto signs to crescendos, and we're actually even switching from treble bass clef to treble treble clef at a certain point. So we'll talk about all those details in a minute. Let's get started. The right hand starts on middle C with our second finger, and the left hand will actually be starting on the same note. We're going to be moving around the keyboard, so you'll see that when I'm playing it. I'll talk about all the details in a minute. Alright, here is Wedding March. Okay, now let's go through this piece by piece. I'm going to start back at the beginning. You'll notice I was playing triplets. And as we play these triplets, the next set of triplets on the second bar, they're actually, it looks like you see 3 eighth notes, but they don't have a triplet mark over or under them. You're supposed to continue playing those as triplets. It's implied because of the rhythmic values in the piece, meaning there are only 4 beats in every measure. And if you look at measure 4, if those weren't triplets, we would have more beats than we're supposed to have in a measure. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to play the intro. Triplet 1, 2, 3, triplet 1, 2, 3, triplet 1, triplet 3, triplet 1, triplet 3, triplet. That's kind of what you want to do for that. Now you notice my fingers as I was playing, I'm shifting position. Those are the fingerings it says to play. So if you don't play that, you're going to totally mess up on this piece. Now my hand's ready to play the next part. My right hand in that section was playing this. This is measure 4, by the way, on the first page. I have to shift down with my left hand and play A. Now I'm going to play this chord. You'll notice I'm playing A and B, but the D is sharp. Don't miss that. Second finger reaches down to F sharp. And then we play this. Those are supposed to be staccato. This is legato, staccato, staccato, pedal. Getting louder, fortissimo. Staccato, 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 legato. Now we should be quiet here. Shifting. Now I'm jumping them here with my 2. These are accented. Hit them hard. Getting louder. Fortissimo. Staccato, staccato, staccato. Legato, staccato, staccato. So we get a lot of changing. You'll notice this is repeated from the first page. So if you got it right in the first page, you already know it. Now here we go. Right at the end, where I'm at right now. This is measure 28. So this is the end of the 4th bar on page 53. I just played the last notes. And there's a treble clef now where the bass is. That means this hand's going to move into the treble clef area on middle C and G. The right hand is moving up to treble C position, higher. We're going to be playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, excuse me, I'm sorry, let me redo that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, So I'm jumping off of here, coming back down to this position, middle C position, both hands, and hitting this on the 4th beat, 2nd measure of the last bar. Then I continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the 4th beat, and I move down an octave in both hands to play C and C again. Low C, bass C. And then the last 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So be careful on that. You're up here, you move down here, and then you move down here. You got to be able to be ready to jump to those in those measures where you're shifting positions at the end. So don't forget your triplets at the beginning. Don't forget to be ready to shift. Try to play your fortissimo and your accents. Hit those loud and hard. Okay? Other than that, the only other thing I wanted to point out was the extended position. Remember when we were doing those arpeggios in that song where we'd go 1, 2, 3 and then we'd hit like this, a few pages back? This comes into play on the 3rd bar of the 1st page when we do this part that goes. See? You saw the fingering, 1, 2, 3, and then our 5th finger's on the C, and we just shift up to that E and play the interval. So hopefully you practice those arpeggios and you have them down, because if you don't, that's going to become difficult. Do not deviate from the fingering on the page. You must play the fingering on the page, or you will probably do bad. Okay? Alright. Hopefully that gives you enough information, and this concludes Wedding March.